Live from Oklahoma, it's the W2 Report in 60 seconds.
This is the W2 Report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the W2 Report. I am your host, Sanji Himura. Today, we take a look at a post that has been removed because it might cost offense. But before we go any further, let us go over the ground rules with Lord Crocker Squirrel, as always.
Rule number 1, being out today, do not contract anybody for any reason that we have that we are yelling about today, especially over the things that we yelled at them about. And rule number 2, if you have any questions, please refer to rule number 1.
All right, introducing our third man in the ring today, Mr. Vaughn.
Hello, I am here to essentially ask the dumb questions so nobody else has to.
Introducing today, we have Mr. Lindgren.
Oh, wait, if you're doing it, what am I supposed to do then?
That counts as a silly question, so I guess you're in.
Oh, the silly questions. I can do that.
As opposed to the crazy questions or the insane ones.
Yeah, niche.
Oh, no, those are just my answers.
And brand new to the W2 Report, we have Miss Dandruff.
Hi, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our question of the day. What video game are you playing this week? We will give our answers at the end of the show, but before we proceed any further, feel free to type your answers in the chat or if you're watching via replay team, in the comment section below. We will read every one of your comments. So please play some video games this week. So, our first story of the day. The PS5 Pro was announced this week. And it was a staggering $700 US dollars for the price of entry. Ms. Dandruff, can you proceed with the details?
So the game carries a $40 price tag. Like initially, there is a $60 version that'll gives you some additional super credits and stuff. But there are currently 7 battle passes, each costing.
Wrong story, Dandruff.
Oh wait, what?
We're talking about the PS5 Pro.
Oh my god! I messed that up. Sorry.
It's okay, man. You're new to this. It's all good.
I'm so sorry. I heard
in your bed,
so that's what I figured I'd go with. I'm sorry. I'm doing a bunch of stuff at once. So we're talking about the PS5 Pro. Where should I start with that?
Let's
$700 price tag.
Okay, yeah. So they've announced it for $699 US dollars. It comes with it doesn't come with. There's a additional $80 US price tag for the 4K Blu-ray drive. And then a vertical stand, because, you got to have that, for $30, bringing the total to $809.79.
Oh, wow. Now, IGN recently did a poll not too long ago that's captured right here. And a whopping 85% says that they would not buy a PS5 Pro because it was either going to be too expensive or they have a very nice PC. I kind of wish that PC number was a little higher, like a quarter, but I can't be. I will not be choosy at this point.
I was going to say,
We
because
wish we had an economy for that.
Now, Ms. Dandruff, can you refer to what you can get for roughly $900?
So, do you have that spreadsheet that I made?
Yeah, it's up. It's up right now.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so we have here a comparable system for, it's a little bit more expensive, maybe 20% more expensive, but this will be absolutely comparable to a PS5 Pro in almost every single way. It's not the greatest looking machine, but it'll get the job done. You'll be able to game at 4K at above 60 on this thing.
For everyone playing at home, please remember 90% of gaming happens on the graphics card, and that's why it's half of the entire machine's cost.
Yes, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will make I do want to make it a point that this is not the prettiest machine in the world, but it'll get the job freaking done.
It does have RGB RAM. It's got a clear acrylic side panel. You'll be able to see the whole thing. So it's not the worst looking thing either. But you'd also be able to use parts from this in future builds. Like that power supply will be fine for the next 10 years. The case will be fine for basically forever.
Right.
A 2 terabyte drive will still last you, I don't know how long. Like these are the parts that you can use in future builds even. So you can even save money that way.
This is already a PlayStation 7 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But the PlayStation 6 isn't even out yet.
You people are funny. Yeah, no.
So we do get a new version of ray tracing on the PS5 Pro. There's also AI-driven upscaling, so that should give you better frames at every single resolution. Wi-Fi 7 over the previous Wi-Fi 6, so you'll have up to 40 gigabit download speeds. That's 40 gigabit, not gigabyte. Just so you know, you got to do a little math for that one.
That's gonna be that'll be 5 gigs.
Yeah, about 5 gigabyte. Yeah, about 5 gigabyte per second, which is pretty good on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's pretty good for Wi-Fi too. So
also 2 terabyte SSD on it. I think the SSD on the PS5 Pro is an M.2, and then it has support for 8K displays and launches on November 7th later this year.
Okay, so
but does it have blast processing?
Ooh.
Going all the way back to the Genesis, are we? Wow.
Now, outside of the PS5 Pro announcement, there was also something else that happened this week. What is it, Dandruff?
We had a price increase of the DualSense.
Oh, yeah. $10 for that. $5, $10.
$5. So $5 on each one. I didn't know there's actually 2 different pricing tiers for their controllers. The $69.99 ones are going up to $74.99, and then the $74.99 ones are going up to $79.99.
Okay. So while we do appreciate the fact that we have a comparable machine, we do have a comparable, let's and we do have specs already. There is one little detail that came up today that that I unfortunately can't capture a screenshot of. Since you're going to be the producer this week, Mr. Squirrel, can you bring up that tweet?
Stand by one.
One thing I forgot to mention about the PS5 Pro, it is supposedly going to feature 60 AMD compute units. For those of you who know hardware, I believe an Xbox One had 8 compute units, so you can figure out from there where it is.
Do any of you guys have a PS5, by the way, just in general?
I do not.
Because I do, and I've never had an issue with it. I think it looks really pretty as it is. I don't think it needs an upgrade yet.
Okay.
Are you playing
For
it?
me, the Xbox 360 and the PS3 was the last generation with really worthwhile exclusives.
Yeah, that's
Ever
my
since
thing.
then, everything I've wanted on an Xbox or a PlayStation, I got on computer.
That's fair.
Now, we don't know which is which because the tweeter in question hasn't even referred to which is which. But now, can you read the tweet out? Because I can't.
One image is the PS5 Pro with PSSR enabled running 60 frames per second. One is a base PS5 fidelity mode running at 30. If your first thought is they look the same, and they don't actually, then you completely miss the fact that one is double the frame rate with the same level of visual quality. Not the same level of visual quality, and even if it were, that's irrelevant. As is showing me two still frames, and then telling me things.
Yeah.
Why for you do that?
Yeah, we can't tell frame rate from a single picture. There's a
Yeah.
lot of graphic settings, graphic options that we can't tell from still images.
Like their PSSR thing, we don't know what that is at all.
I also wanted to just throw my hat in the ring on this one. I think this is actually a bit of a trick question because neither of those look like a PS5.
No.
They look like people.
Yes. Actually, funnily enough, I was getting results for that first one on my PC.
Yep.
The one on the left, I was getting similar visual quality on medium on my PC.
Oh, Croc, PSSR is the AI-driven upscaling that I had mentioned earlier.
Yes, but you can't detect that from this.
Fair. That's fair.
That's where I was going with that.
That is fair.
Now that you mentioned that, Ron, though, they are exhibiting very PS5-like stances.
That is true. The vertical stand is coming in handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very upright, yeah.
Take my money.
No, they don't get that. And hello, Mello.
Hello, Mello. Well, unfortunately, there was a poll that IGN released, and over 85% of respondents said no, they would not buy a PS5 Pro. So make of that as you will, but yeah, there's that. Okay, we can segue into our second story because it is Sony related after all. Helldivers 2. We're going to have a discussion on the barrier of entry into a video game. Okay, we don't necessarily want that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all due respect, Helldivers 2 has been lasting marginally longer than Concord did.
True.
Yeah.
But, Mr. Dandruff, the details, please.
Okay, so as I'm sorry I flubbed earlier. So the game has a $40 price tag. There's a $60 upgraded version that gives you super credits and stuff. But there's currently 7 Warbonds. I went and checked this morning to purchase for 1,000 super credits each, which is the equivalent of $10 US. So currently the game has a $110 price tag. That's insane. That's outrageous to me. Or you could spend like hundreds of hours grinding. I have 80 hours in the game, and I think I've been able to earn 1, maybe 2 of the Warbonds. I had bought the premium edition and I had gotten super credits with that, but I just spent them on like the market because I didn't know they would be doing this every month. So I started out behind, and now I'm forever behind in the game, and I don't feel like I can ever catch up.
Which is one of those things that creates a further barrier to entry if somebody wants to play.
Yes. And as a matter of fact, the barrier of entry into live service video games, which is a topic we've discussed on the W2 report Alive 3. The barrier of entry into these video games is something that really needs to be hammered home. Not necessarily out of spite or what have you, but the fact of the matter is that the point of the barrier of entry needs to change, and not necessarily for a higher price either. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go into our bonus round this week.
Actually, real quick, I do want to point out Helldivers 2 is actually turning into Star Wars Battlefront 2 at launch.
It's not far off.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's fun though, because they did promise like intense co-op action, but it turns out the real challenge is actually trying to convince my friends to log in and play it.
Yeah.
I heard that. Oh man.
That's the strangest PvP experience you can.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, half the games I got in Helldivers, like people were just screwing around. They didn't know necessarily have a direction or what they were doing. I would always like be off trying to get the materials and stuff so I could actually buy the advancements and stuff, but nobody just seemed to do that. They would always just gun for the main objective. And if just gunning for the main objective, you're going to miss out on a lot of like currencies in the game.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
Or how often do you have the guy that's just farming and then logs out when he's done?
Yeah, exactly. And so when people are talking about how it's easy to earn the super credits to buy all the Warbonds, like what game are you playing?
Not
Helldivers.
that one, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing this thing. It's like, what are you people on about?
Okay, our bonus
Yeah, if
round.
it's easy to farm, they're playing Payday 2.
Yeah. Okay, our bonus round this week. Happy birthday, Sega Dreamcast. It turned 25 years old this week.
It would
Yay.
have been 25 years old this week.
I got a good one for you, Sanji. I still have a pair of those first release Dreamcasts. And they work.
Yeah.
Okay. Also in the news, Microsoft laid off 650 people. That marks over 12,000 jobs lost in the industry so far in 2024.
That sucks, man. It really does.
Borderlands movie ends its theatrical run with just $31 million earned. And
Mind
how
you,
much
their
money?
marketing and promotion budget was 30 mil,
Yes.
which should tell you a great many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, who's looking forward to number 4? The game. Borderlands.
Right.
Should be fun, right?
Yeah, okay.
All right. And our question of the day. We have some responses for the question of the day. What games are you playing this week? We have Zeno T saying he's going to be playing the new Space Marine game.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I forgot that was out.
Yeah.
And we have Mellow Online saying he's playing through Skyrim for the 20th time.
I do have to ask Mello, how many mods do you have installed?
All the romance ones for sure.
Well, yeah, that's where all the role playing happens.
Ah, yes.
All right.
All right. Our responses. Let's start with Miss Dandruff and work our way up.
I've been playing a lot of Dyson Sphere program this week.
Ah.
It's a building automation game where you travel between different planets and even different systems to mine resources, build more materials, and even fight off the enemy known as the Dark Fog.
Ooh.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, Dyson Sphere, Factorio, and Satisfactory are a bit of a trinity there.
Yes, they are. And in fact, I'll give you. In fact, I'm going to grab you out of order real quick there, Sanji, because I've been playing Satisfactory 1.0 this week. Ha!
All right, Mr. Lindgren.
Factorio player, and we got a hat trick.
Yeah,
All right, Mr. Lindgren,
another
your
friend
turn.
of mine and I had been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected until we ran into some server issues. But now that the servers have more or less stabilized, we're going back to it. So I've been also doing my own free time on that.
All right. Almost bringing up the rear is Mr. Vaughn.
Damn. I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws, and yeah, contrary to what I've seen online, I've actually really been enjoying it. Like I find myself just sort of standing there, like looking at the scenery sometimes, just sort of slowly walking through settlements. Like I'm just really enjoying it. Like I feel really immersed in the Star Wars universe.
Oddly enough, my friend enjoys Skyrim for the sightseeing tours. He just loves looking at the vistas.
It's a pretty game, even for its age. Like I think Skyrim is just such a beautiful game. It still holds up, I would say.
And Mellow Online responded with all the mod Lovers Lab
All
mods.
the Lovers Lab.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, so you're actually role playing in there. Nice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
including getting every female in the game pregnant.
But also, like Skyrim, it came with some good memes. Like I feel like it gets quoted to me at least once a day, at least in my friend group, anyway.
All right. What I'm playing this
How
week
was your physics?
is
I'm a horse.
what I'm playing this week. Okay, what I'm playing this week is Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night.
Ooh, good one.
Oh, nice.
Bloodstained?
Yeah, Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night.
Yeah.
Ah,
Not Bloodborne.
very nice. No, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was trying to look that up previously. I could not find it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I saw the mistake.
All right. So between now and the next time we see you, please remember to do all the YouTubey things like, comment, and subscribe. Please
Wait, I have
answer
a
the
question.
question.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Dandruff, how did you get your name? I'm just curious.
Oh my goodness, I have to explain this. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So, I was playing World of Warcraft at the time, and I'm a little bit of a troll. I like to have a little bit of fun. My name is a little bit of a troll. It's like Dan Druff. So I was thinking, I was trying to make a new character, and I was thinking of things in the bathroom to name myself after.
Oh,
I had a.
So you saw Head and Shoulders?
I had a rogue named Plunger at one point.
Oof.
Yeah, that was funny, but I didn't like playing a rogue. But I wanted to play a druid again, so I tried soap. Soap didn't work. Shampoo didn't work. Dandruff worked, so I went with Dandruff, and it just kind of stuck. And it's just kind of like I love it. It's fun.
I'm low key glad you didn't go for soap because that's already taken by a Call of Duty character. What kind of a name is soap anyway?
It's a clean one, that's for sure.
I feel like it suits me. Like, it's kind of just stuck with me. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Speaking of clean, I need to get clean. So between now and the next time we see you, remember to do all the YouTubey things, and I will see you next time.